guys, it's Cassie. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back if you're a seasoned subscriber. Today, we are going to be talking about the biggest designer bag trend of fall-winter 2020. It is everywhere. Guys, if you are new here, my name is Cassie. I'm a self-diagnosed luxury addict. I put out videos on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, so if you like luxury fashion, then you're probably going to love it here, so head down and subscribe, turn on the bell, become a member of our luxury addicted family. When are we going to rehab? Never. Guys, are you ready? Let's go. Shearling. Yes, we saw a bit of shearling in 2019. Shearling pops up here and there, but my gosh, we are seeing it strong. We are seeing it as a huge bag trend, the biggest bag trend in my opinion, for 2020. So I'm going to go through the designers that are doing it, how they're doing it in their own little ways. Is it nice? Do we love it? Do we absolutely not? And generally my thoughts on shearling. Okay, so we're going to kick it off with Dior. Dior is really taking the shearling trend and they are running with it, okay? They are going to get to that finish line. And the first style that they've decided to do it in is the saddlebag style. I have seen this in person. Pros, very light. It's a very light bag. Cons, it's huge, okay? It is massive. But it is also, you know, soft and squishy and giving me all of the shearling vibes. Look, it is very classic shearling. You know, you have that caramel colour with then the white trim there happening. I think of all of the Dior styles to do it in, it probably suits the saddle the most. Why? Because the saddle is a very like trendy style. They do it in a lot of different variations. You know, you can go more classic with the leather version, or you can go a little bit more trendy with the seasonal variations that they have. So I think that it makes sense for them to do the saddle in the shearling. Do I think it looks nice? I don't actually hate it. I really don't. Apart from the fact that it is huge, it's inoffensive to me. The second style they're doing it in is the Lady Dior. And this confuses me so deeply inside. It's tearing me up, okay? Why? The Lady Dior, although they've done it in variations that makes it a little bit more casual, a little bit more cool and relaxed and fun, it categorically should not be done in shearling. This does not work, okay? This is like putting high heels on a cat. It does not make sense, nor should it. That was a weird analogy to choose, but it was the first thing that came to mind. So I don't think it looks right. I don't think it does. I think shearling, you know, is very like soft, and although you can make it quite structured, it's not giving me any of the vibes I wish to receive coming on the Lady Dior. Shout out to Alia on Instagram who forwarded me this horrifying picture. Otherwise, I would not know that it existed because it's not on the website yet, but I'm sure it's going to come. The third style that Dior is doing in the shearling seems to be, again, this is a photo that I've seen on their website, but I cannot actually find on their website for sale, so I'm sure it's coming soon. It's almost like a 30 Montan style. I don't hate this one as much. It gives the 30 Montan a little bit of a slouch, which I think is quite a structured bag to begin with. So there's that. I don't hate it, I don't love it. Moving on to Chanel. Now, Chanel is doing their shearling in a very different way. They are not doing any of the classic caramel with the white trim kind of thing that we know and recognise as being shearling. It kind of looks more of like a faux fur vibe. You don't look at it and see shearling, you know? Does that make sense? For example, this glorious mini 2.55 that they're making in a kind of little bit more north-south vibe than an east to west. In this beautiful pistachio, it's got the quilting in there, so it's not overtly shearling. I live for this bag. They've done it in a classic 2.55 in white. What does it give me? This gives me mafia vibes, mafia mob wife vibes, you know? There's something about the white faux fur vibe against the gold hardware that gives me a sort of, I got my money in an illegal way, but you'll never catch me vibe. And I'm kind of here for it. Saint Laurent. They are doing this to 3 of their usual bag styles. So the first one is the Kaya satchel. Okay, here's how I feel. Again, they're going down that classic shearling vibe with the caramel. It's giving me carpet vibes. Is anyone else getting that vibe? You know, I feel like, I don't know, if there's one thing we can learn from this new trend of shearling is that there are many ways to do it. And this isn't my favourite way. The next bag they've done is the Nikki. I think this bag suits Shearling a bit more. You know, you've only got that white trim on the edges, kind of like the Dior 30 Montagne kind of style that they're doing. And then the last bag is the Lou belt bag. Now, I think this is a good one if you want a little bit of Shearling, but you don't want to commit, you know, to a big bag or a lot of Shearling, you know. I think that is a very cute, like, little pop, little Shearling pop, you know. Then we've got Louis Vuitton, who are doing a capsule collection that's Shearling. Let's experience it together, shall we? Okay, so one example we have here is of the Never Full. The LV is in Shearling, in a sort of navy and brown, and the Shearling kind of off-white. Then you've got the two sort of flower icons in a pink with monogram handles and a Shearling trim at the top there. I hate it, I hate everything about it, I absolutely abhor this. I don't think it makes sense, nobody asked for it. It's a cat in heels. Once again, we didn't need it. We didn't need it. Maybe you want to just kind of look at it for a bit because you're like, hold on, this is an odd situation here. Cat in heels, Shearling Never Full. I just want to look at it to make sure that, you know, my mind isn't playing tricks on me, but I never want to see that again, you know? The Speedy, they're calling this, I don't know, I think it looks like they're calling it a sort of like Teddy capsule collection. I don't know, it's Shearling, okay? And don't you worry, for you on-the-go lovers, it's also available in that too. And finally, though there may be more, the Neo Noi, or however you pronounce that. They didn't forget about you either. Out of all of the brands that we've seen do Shearling in today's video, this truly has to be the worst, right? Like, I'm not just like, I think that we can all collectively agree that there is something very wrong with what they've just tried to achieve there. And then as an honourable mention, these aren't new. Fendi has been doing Shearling for a while now as part of their permanent collection, so just a couple of shout-outs in case you're not already aware. They do the baguette in both normal and mini size in Shearling, also the peekaboo, again normal size, and a mini little version. My general thoughts on Shearling, especially in that very classic Shearling vibe with the caramel, is that it's very season specific to me. I really only think that you can wear that in fall winter, but if you want to buy it and you're going to be like, I'm going to bring this out every fall winter, then that might make sense to you. I think in general, if you're looking for something with a little bit more versatility, I really am struggling to think of a way that you could integrate that into your spring summer wardrobe. You know, it just doesn't make sense. Also bearing in mind, this is a kind of fabric that you would probably have to take a bit more care of, you know, especially if you're going to go down the classic route with the whites and stuff like that. You want to keep that in mind. I'm not entirely sure how well it wears as well, but that's just because I don't really have any experience with that. Let me know, what do you guys think of the Shearling trend? Are you considering any Shearling bags? What are your thoughts? I don't think I'm convinced at the moment. The only one would be the Pistachio Chanel. I'm going to link to another video here in case you haven't already seen it. Have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah! Bye, guys.